Alright guys, we're going to make sort of a scramble quiche type deal today. We're going to mix everything up in a gallon Ziploc bag. I'm going to be using a little bit of olive oil. Using these rye crackers. These are out of MREs. This is the MRE little pouch. It's got salt and sugar and whatnot. We're going to utilize those two together. For the sake of this one, we're going to be using cheddar Little Smokies. Just because they're my favorite, and it's one of my favorite things I like bringing on with the trail. We are going to be using regular eggs. However, this recipe is set up to use powdered eggs and powdered milk. I'm going to be using real eggs and real milk. Main reason for that is just because my powdered milk and powdered eggs is part of my long-term storage in big old number 10 cans, and I'm not going to break those open just to do a video demo. So keep that in mind. Ideally, that's why I've got the Ziploc bag, is to mix all that stuff up. So we will continue. And if a little ash falls in there from the fire, I'm not really worried about that. Get that little piece of shell out of there. So, obviously you'd be mixing this with water to get your powdered eggs and powdered milk where you wanted them. What we're going to do is I'm going to save this. We're going to go sizzle off some of our sausages, and we'll be back. There we go. Alright, we're going to put that on the fire. Alright, so what I'm doing is just taking these crackers and just crushing them up in here. We have toasted off our sausage, which I'm going to put into our cup for right now. Now there's enough little residual fat in there. What we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. What we want to do is sort of fry up these little breadcrumbs here. Now you want them thoroughly soaked up, otherwise these guys are going to burn. Probably a little more olive oil. Well, we're going to go into the cups. That's a little warm, but it's not terribly hot. We're going to go stick that back in the fire for a second. Be right back. Alright, crumbs have been fried. We got our sausage in there. Let's see, the only thing I didn't add in there yet is a little salt and pepper, which we'll do right here. Now, when I close this, I want to close it with some air in it, because I want to beat this. Obviously without a whisk. It'll be a little difficult. Right now I have the canteen cup over on the fire. It's got a little olive oil in it. I'm going to beat this. Get nice and beaten up. What I'm going to do is a little bit of olive oil I have in here. So I'm just going to roll it around the edges. I want that metal to soak up a little oil. We're going to see if we can keep this from sticking. Nice and hot. Get rid of that. You see this thing's hot enough, it's nice and smoking. Perfect time to put in your egg mixture. It's going to give you a good seal on the edges. Set that aside. We'll throw in our crumbs, our cheese sausage. Stick the lid on it. Lock it down. And I'm going to take you over to the fire and we'll show you how to do that. Alright, what I've done is pull out some of the coals, rake it up about a couple inches on the side. We've only got about 2 or 3 inches of actual eggs in there. Keep the fire going next to it, but not really directly on it. And put a couple coals on top. We're going to come back in about 10 minutes and see where we're at. Alright, I'm probably going to run out of daylight here. I was on there for about 5 minutes. I rotated about halfway through. What we're going to do is we're actually going to let this finish in there. It's pretty firm. But what I'm going to do is this will hold its heat if I leave that lid on. We're just going to let that finish off the fire for a few minutes and we'll be back. Sorry guys, I got interrupted there by a phone call and the sun went down. So, as you can see, got a nice brown, not really burnt on the side, but solid little mass here, and we'll break it open here. Nice egg quiche. You know what? It's still sort of warm. That's good. There you go. Egg quiche and Canteen Cup. Enjoy, guys.